Hey guys, today we're playing Super Street Fighter 4 on the PS3, and right now you're seeing a bunch of awkward loading signs, and I apologize, but it's just a way for me to click on something so I can start the game. Now, I'm pretty terrible at this game, so don't expect any stellar gameplay. I fully realize I'm not good at this game. So if that's what you want to leave in the comments section, by all means do so, but I'm fully aware. But I do like these games, and I really do appreciate the art style and the gameplay. It's still fun. I was originally going to get the original Street Fighter 4, and the people at the store were like, why don't you just wait, because Super Street Fighter 4 is coming out in a few months, and it's better because it has extra characters and stuff, and it's not a full price game, you know. And I waited, so I got this one, and I actually got an arcade stick, but I got that for playing arcade games on my PlayStation, not just this one, and I wanted something that was actually like a real arcade machine stick. But it actually helps a little bit with like pushing the buttons fast and stuff like that. The stick's a little loose, because that's how the arcade sticks are for the fighting games, versus like something you would play when you use Donkey Kong. But it does help, but you have to get used to it. But I'm going to be using the controller today just out of convenience, because I have it in a box, and it's probably not going to help me much because I don't know any of the moves offhand. So I haven't played this game in quite some time, if you notice in other Street Fighters, but kind of like it's like a Steve Bin way. I'm just trying to show you what the game looks like, and maybe my first impressions, stuff like that. Or even though I played this game before, it's really not first impressions, it's just what I think while I'm playing it at the time. Why am I telling you all this? If you watch this channel, you already know, but for somebody who's picking up this channel for the first time, that's kind of what I'm doing. Don't expect anything amazing, but yeah, this is a really good game. I'm not going to be good at it, and we're going to start to play it. See what happens. I'm not going to put it on easy, but I'm going to fail miserably because of it. Yeah, they actually have an arcade edition that has like darker versions of the characters and some other arcade modes. I'm not too familiar with it because I'm not a fanatic of the series. So we're just going to play the arcade game. I don't want fight request. Fight request is kind of cool, sometimes annoying. We'll play on medium, even though I'm gonna fail miserably at it. But yeah, like anytime during the game, somebody can like try to play with you and fight against you or whatever. Play with you sounds kind of gross, but we'll show you what characters they have, unless they don't automatically select for me, but that's okay. So I can't tell you offhand which characters are the additional ones, because I didn't play the original 4 that much. I just borrowed it from a friend from a short amount of time, so I'm actually more familiar with this version than the original. I'll play as Chun-Li like I usually do, and at least in the Capcom games, like all this ultra combo stuff I don't know anything about, but it just means it's a nice, fairly deep game. The cutscenes in this are actually different than the ones in the original Street Fighter 4, so if you're a completist or whatever and have to have every version and iteration, you are missing out on the different versions if you don't have them. Even if there's subtle things, there are things that you won't see in this version that you'll see in the other, and vice versa. The artwork's nice. I don't know if I like the stagnant just panning of just artwork instead of just animation, but it's just a personal preference. I'm probably gonna fail miserably. Like, I don't know what the difference between the combos and stuff like that are. Like this, even though they say that it's for like, this game's accessible, like, I think the learning curve's sort of steep. You have to play the training mode a lot to explain a lot of this stuff, which I have not done. Chun-Li kind of looks deformed on this actually. Alright, so I figured that out. Those are probably the only moves I know. It has a nice training mode on these things. Like I said, that kind of explains everything. Because when you play against people online, they're usually super good and you don't stand a chance. And if they have speech like enabled, like with their headset, they're probably going to make fun of you, which has happened to me a lot. I mean, justifiably so. I suck. Some Street Fighter games, or maybe it's just a Capcom game, she can do like a little Hadouken. There, she did it. It's weak, but it's functional, I guess. That was just luck. This game's kind of like Mortal Kombat. It lets you win the first round, then it kicks your ass. But this game has really beautiful animated cel-shaded graphics. I haven't played the Xbox version, but I heard the Xbox version looks even clearer. This is also available on the 3DS, believe it or not, and the character models actually look really good, but the backgrounds are kind of shittier. Like, the people in the backgrounds are like cardboard stills, and when it rotates it kind of shows, but still impressive that they were able to do that. It makes me wonder why they didn't come out with like a version on Wii, unless like on a TV screen it'd look horrible. I don't know. Yep, she's doing that little thing. I want to try to do that kick move that where she flips up, but that one move. But it doesn't look like it's working too well. It's probably Chun-Li's most popular move. Oh, I don't stand a chance. Wow, the last move actually worked. That's really pathetic. I started to get scared and paranoid at first. So it's a little bit more accessible than, say, playing the arcade version of Street Fighter 2 Turbo, which I was obliterated in a matter of seconds on the first guy with several different characters. But this game does get hard really fast. You have to be able to push buttons and combos and know what works and what doesn't work against certain characters. I'm still kind of trying to figure out the moves as we are talking right now, so usually with these games I just know, like, usually at least everybody has like a half circle move. That's how I survive, which is chance. So I just move at doing like some bitch slap move, but you know, it worked. Now if you play as somebody online, none of the shit that I just pulled you will even have a chance. You will be made fun of and laughed at and humiliated. If you can turn the sound down. I'm sure it's worse on Xbox 360 because people are way more vocal on there. See, when I play against people, I don't know, like I know I'm not good at every game, as I'm sure you guys can tell watching my mini failures. Well, unless it's your friend or something, I think it kind of sucks to put somebody down for not being good at something. Like, I hate those people like, oh man, you're a noob. What do they think you're gonna get better from just negative reinforcement? It just makes you quit the game. But I guess they would prefer that. So don't let them win. So maybe negative reinforcement works because you're trying to not let them win. And again, I don't know what I'm talking about, and I got destroyed. Dramatic, and rightly so.
This time, victory is mine.
I don't have Street Fighter 3 to show you guys, otherwise I'd show you now. Maybe if I ever acquire it, I'll show you. That's kind of why you'll notice when I post these things, I kind of skipped 3 and went straight to 4 after 2. I have the alpha games, but that's a different day. I don't want to flood all my videos just fighting, a chunk of fighting games to either. Try to spread this stuff out. Oh man, see, I start losing. I get nervous. I don't even know how to do any of the moves I knew how to do before. See, I wish I knew how to do something cool like that. Man, if I was gonna die, I would have rather got hit by that. At least I would have died in style. KO. Also known as knockout. I was gonna try to think of something clever, but nope, didn't come. Just knockout. That's a pretty drastic attitude from being on the floor and barely able to walk. Who should we play as now? So many people. And I don't know how to play as. I'm trying to... play as Sakura. I think that's how you play her name. I used to play her on Rivals with... I know I'm picking like a lot of girl characters a lot of times, but a lot of times, I don't know, they're just quicker than like the guys are, and a lot of times they have longer kick attacks and stuff like that. I just seem to do better, and I know it's probably weird. I probably look like a pervert just wanting to see girls on the screen, which is half of it, I guess. But no, I'm joking.
The battle has begun. Fight!
I always feel like somebody small against a big guy a lot of times on these games win. It doesn't look like it's going to happen this time, of course. Her Hadouken's pretty weak. Ryu had this huge blast. She just has this. Wow, you're not as cool as you were on Rivals. I think the first game she was in was Street Fighter Alpha. I think it was Alpha. I know she's in the second one. Street Fighter Alpha and Street Fighter Alpha 2 aren't that different at all, at least in my opinion. But I'll show you guys that on a different day. But don't hold me to it. I can't guarantee what day it is. Now she's actually a little bit meaner, but it barely took any health out because it's blocking just about every freaking attack that I do. Which isn't very nice. Wow, I really sound kind of awkward and weird there. It looks like she has the same moves as Ryu. I wish I would have known that ahead of time. Well, at least I got like a quarter of his life taken away. I don't know if that shows skill or not. I don't think he was in the original Street Fighter 4, if you were curious. The PlayStation version kind of has like a slightly lower resolution haze on it, but nothing to distract you. Because I've seen the Xbox version, it's a little bit clearer, but you're not really missing out. We'll play as one more person though, and I'll probably get destroyed. I don't want to pick random just in case it picks somebody I didn't play before. Who should we pick at? That looks like Tyrant from Resident Evil. It looks like I'm playing this game for the first time. I haven't really played much of it. I'll play as Rufus. I think he's extremely hard to play as, but I don't plan on winning anyway. But I was talking about playing as smaller people. Now I'm going to play as somebody really big, and I'll probably change my opponent. No, it's still him. Try this. It's just going to be a miserable failure. Like, I'm not at all familiar with him. Not that it matters, I would have died anyway. Like, this game does require a little bit of practicing, especially if you want to play this game. I highly recommend you going into the training where you learn some of the moves, because like me, I'm just button mashing and it just doesn't work in this game. So a hefty fella. For button bashing, he's not too bad. I'm surprised he's not worn out after half of the shit he's done. I had a little bit of physics in his gut. Impressive. Yeah, this could definitely benefit from the arcade stick. As fast as you have to push buttons. Those buttons on the arcade stick are so comfortable, you barely have to push them. At least that was more than a quarter of life taken away, if you want to end this on a positive note. But I have one more try.
And the battle continues.
That's the only thing that sucks about the... That's the only thing. I should have talked about what that was first. One thing that sucks about the 3DS version, like that, if you look in the background, there's a few things going on. There's like a alligator in the background, jaguar in the trees. I think it's a jaguar. I don't know. You animal people might correct me. And just stuff. There's one in the background too. That's what it is. Oh, you're gonna kick my ass, aren't you? But yeah, with the cardboard cutouts from the 3DS version, it doesn't translate well, but the gameplay's intact, so. You have quite a few things to pick this from. You have the 360, the PS3, I believe this is on PC as well, and then the iPhone has a version of it, and then 3DS, so you have a few options. But I'm gonna stop here. Hope you enjoyed the video. I know I won more than I did on the last videos, but that's not saying much. But you saw a decent amount of this game. I mean, I didn't play online or anything, but I don't think that's fair to the people that would be playing against me. Unlock new outfits, but since I didn't save a game, it means nothing. But anyway, yeah, that's Street Fighter, well, Super Street Fighter 4. I want to say Turbo so bad, but it's not Turbo. Super Street Fighter 4 There I go again. Super Street Fighter 4. I'm used to talking about Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. But anyway, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And also remember to check out my channel descriptions where I have a list of consoles. And if there's a game on a console that you would like me to play, like send me a message saying, hey, you listed this console, can you play this game on that console? And I'll be like, why, sure, or something polite in that manner, or I might not reply at all and just post the video. So it'll be a surprise how you find out, I guess. But I'll probably reply to you just to let you know. But yeah, so again, thank you guys for watching. This was Super Street Fighter 4 on the PlayStation 3, also available on Xbox, iPhone, our iOS system, or whatever they call it. Did I say 360 and 3DS? Alright, I'm rambling here. Not good. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks again for watching. And if you have any suggestions of things you'd like to see to improve this channel too, aside against, of course, like me playing like better or anything like that, then feel free to make suggestions. Alright. I am so rambling. It is late. It's actually midnight when I'm recording this, so maybe they'll actually make you have more mercy on this video. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye.